hosting the Olton Mustangs. Stephen Lyles here, joined by the touchdown sponsor himself, Mr. Carl McDonald, we were just laughing at me because I did not unmute us whenever I started talking. Carl, did you watch much film on the Mustangs?
I did.
What do you think?
I think we're going to be in for a little bit more action than more of our stands probably want us to be.
No doubt.
They're not a shabby team. As I watched, they've got good size. They've got some good hands. They've got decent playmakers, and they've got a quarterback that can scramble.
Absolutely, and a stout defense. You know, unfortunately, when you're in the roofing and window business and it rains all week, you have a lot of free time. And so I watched almost every game that we played, and I watched about 4 of Olton's. And the thing that impressed me about the Mustangs was their defense. Because they held Abernathy to 20. Now on offense, they're going to look to slow the game down. They want to possess the ball. They want to keep Caleb Cook and his weapons over on the sidelines, and they're going to look to have 6, 7, 8-minute drives and hopefully pay those off. But if they can shorten the game, when they've had success this year, they've been able to shorten the game and win some of those games that, if you take out the Florida game where Florida's having a down year, you take that out of there, the rest of the games they've won by controlling the ball, playing good defense, not turning it over, and getting a few touchdowns in each half.
Absolutely. It's a size versus speed is what I saw for the most part. You got good size. Like you said, they want to slow it down. They definitely want to keep pace on their side because their size probably is not going to last through the whole game. And so that's where I do think we have an advantage. I think we're going to have a little bit more of an advantage by being able to run and pass the ball effectively. So I think that's where it'll tip a little bit in our favor. As long as we can keep our head on and keep focused in the right places, find our receivers, and find holes and gaps where we need them.
It's weird to say this. You said running and passing. It's weird to say this in week 10 of a football team, but I feel like the Leopards are still looking for their identity. When I say that I watched 9 football games, I literally watched all 9 football games back. And the first 2 weeks, we looked like a different team. Now, obviously, part of that was because part of the change come week 3 was the necessitation of bringing back a sniffer to Coach Ward's offense because we weren't getting the protection that we were looking for. So you kind of got to take the Liberty game and the ropes game out of the identity talk because that was a different style offense, hoping to go with 5 linemen, 4 wide all the time, running back in the backfield. And I think we just realized when you replace all 5 people on the offensive line, that's a hard thing to ask. You didn't have those 2-3-year seniors that you can say, hey, I'm going to leave you on an island one-on-one, and you're going to win that battle every time. And so when you take those out and then you look at the next 7 weeks, you really look at a team that at times we've run the ball well. At times, honestly, when we've thrown the ball really, really well. We just sometimes don't do it till 3rd down, and we do not. Over 70% of our first down plays are running plays, and so can we find that identity in time? And this is we talked last week about it kind of being a warm-up game, and we looked good last week. Maybe didn't click as well as we wanted to on offense. Probably would have liked to have a couple more scores, but overall, you got out healthy, you got out with a solid win, and you kind of got up and down. Yeah, no, you can take that. You kind of got up and down the field when you needed to. And so now tonight, our final warm-up before we look to the playoffs. And for those that may not know or may not have seen it yet, no matter what happens tonight, we will play next Friday at, I think it's called Happy State Bank Stadium now. I will forever call it Kimbrough Stadium. It has always been Kimbrough Stadium in my mind. But and our superintendent now he was the athletic director in Canyon. They did an amazing job. Here's a piece of Texas high school football fact about that stadium. It is the largest capacity high school football stadium in the entire state of Texas. So even with the Allens of the world and Prosper, all these building mega. I mean, what did Allen spend? $80 million on a football stadium. Happy State Bank Stadium in Canyon is still the largest by capacity stadium in Texas high school football, which is really kind of a neat thing when it's full. Coming from Bushland, we played there opening West Plains' first night to ever be their first football game ever. Obviously, a lot of excitement. Everybody's fired up. That place was packed. I think there was something like 6,000 people there that night between the two sides. And when you can fit that many people in a high school football stadium, it gets electric.
Absolutely.
Now, it also can look a little empty sometimes when the little guys get up there. We also watched Sunray last year. Parker went to the Sunray new home. That's where, unfortunately, the Leopard season ended last year. I actually went the next week and watched Clarendon and Sunray. Bushland was still playing that Friday night. Actually, we played on a Thursday, and y'all played on a Friday last year on that week. But we were headed. Oh, what it was? No, y'all played on a Saturday last year, wasn't it? Was that a Saturday? It was an odd day because we were at the state volleyball tournament that weekend. Bushland was, so I was calling state volleyball, but Parker went home and came and watched because it was in our backyard. Maybe it was a Saturday game for y'all. We played on Friday.
I have slept a couple times since then, so forgive me. I can't remember.
But it had to be that because we played. You talk about. And not something that we see here, but something when your volleyball team is really good. That state volleyball tournament is November 22nd, 23rd, 24th, that weekend. And so we called a state semifinal game in Garland, turned around and drove to Vernon for a playoff football game, and then had to drive back to Garland for the state championship game, or Grand Prairie, not Garland. That tournament's played in Grand Prairie, but
frequent flyer miles.
That was, and there's really, and here's what's crazy is there's not an easy way to do it other than drive because Grand Prairie to Vernon and back. Now, I will tell you, 2 years ago, that Friday night game, we played at Lowry in Lubbock, which is an amazing stadium to play at. But when you got to drive, and the state championship game for 3A is always the 10 a.m. slot.
Sure.
So we leave Friday night, 10:30, pulling out of Lowry, and we had to be at the event center there by 9:30 to get set up to call that game.
Sure.
That was a long night. Parker and I, we stayed over in Denton for about 4 hours, and so. But just a great time of year heading into the playoffs. It's an exciting time. One of the neat things for both these teams tonight is they're both locked into the playoffs. Win or lose, the only thing that's really up for grabs here tonight is a 3 seed versus a 4 seed.
Yep. So that means Panhandle
or Sunray. Which one do you get? And now there is this very slight chance that if West Texas and Spearman both win their games tonight, which West Texas High is playing Sunray and Spearman's playing Panhandle, that could throw some chaos in District 1, but the probability of that happening is pretty low.
Sure.
And so I think it's safe to say that as long as Broxton Robinson stays healthy for Panhandle and Armando Lujan stays healthy for Sunray, the winner of this game is playing for the opportunity to play Panhandle, and the loser will get Sunray.
Well, you talked about that stadium, that we will get to visit next week. It's, it is an interesting stadium. You roll up on that stadium, it doesn't look that big. It doesn't look like, it can hold, like you said, the largest capacity high school stadium in Texas. But it is really pretty cool. It's well laid out. It has a lot of dirt on the sides. Stands go up the sides, so it's kind of hidden.
It is. It's buried. It kind of is. It's kind of, which on a windy night is nice because you don't get much wind. Though it isn't fun for kickers because it does kind of swirl around high. So if you get a ball up in the air, that ball can move. But if you're 10 feet off the ground, you don't feel any wind in that stadium.
Yes.
And so it is the old West Texas A&M WTAMU stadium. that they shared with Canyon ISD, and then obviously as WT kind of has thought about growing into in the future, one of the things about higher level collegiate football is they require you to have your own stadium, and it's something that Tarleton State's going through right now. They just they had to kick Stephenville ISD out of their stadium because to go D1, you cannot share a stadium. So they said, hey, sorry, high school. And so Stephenville just had to pass the bond, and they actually just opened a new stadium this year. And so WT did the same thing. They built an on-campus stadium. And so now that is just a Canyon ISD stadium shared by 3 high schools, being Randall, West Plains, and Canyon ISD. And so it'll be a fun day. I like the 4 o'clock game. I know it's weird for the boys, but
we like it too. We get out of school early.
Yeah, the early release. All right. Looks like we won the toss. Oh, did they win the toss?
Olton has won the toss.
They will receive.
We will kick from the south end.
I assumed because the signal was Olton. Olton was receiving. I assumed that we had deferred, but Olton wins the toss. Either way, same outcome. Olton will start on offense, and
they say we'll win it. We'll take it.
Absolutely, and I think honestly, to me, that this is the way the Leopards really want to start. Is they want to get their defense on the field first.
That's right.
That's.
We prefer to receive the second half anyways.
Here, we're going to get a quick word from our sponsors before we get to the tunnel. And then, actually, we may get the tunnel first. I was trying to get the sponsor in before the national anthem, but I don't want you missing the...
Well, our strategic tactic is to wait till the other team comes out of their tunnel.
And here come your Leopards out of the tunnel, led out by touchdown Ty Dutton, picking up a fumble last week and taking it to the house. So now that you've gotten the Leopards out, we'll do a quick word from our sponsor and we'll be right back.
Construction, your local home exterior experts serving Amarillo, Lubbock, and the entire Texas Panhandle, offers a range of budget-friendly home improvement options to upgrade the efficiency and curb appeal of your home. Whether you're looking for windows, doors, roofing, or jellyfish lighting, we're here to help. We're committed to giving back to our communities by donating 5% of our profits to Panhandle Neighbors Helping Neighbors.
When it comes to your home, only trust the experts at 28 Construction.
All right, we're back, and we will get the national anthem in. See if we can't get the house sound for that.
Of our national anthem.
All right, there was your national anthem. And we are just about ready for kickoff here. Actually, may get started a little bit early tonight.
First down and stuff.
I don't think that'll bother many people to get home to their warm beds.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you're at home listening to this and you want the full effect, go get a hot chocolate, a blanket.
Open a window or two.
Open a window or two.
Wind blowing in.
That's right.
Hey, we do have Wyatt Jones in the house running camera tonight. He is in the press box with us. We didn't ask him to freeze, so you'll get a little lower camera angle tonight, but I think one that'll work out well. And Wyatt sure appreciates being inside. Next week, we'll all be inside. Canyon's got a great setup there.
Ryder Starkey tees up this.
So the Leopards line it up. Ryder Starkey will get ready to put a boot in it, and one step high. Poochie, and that may find the no. 8's going to settle underneath it. Oh, and he's still going. Oh, I think he stepped out of bounds at some point.
If not, as soon as the ball hit the ground, it was out of bounds.
Yeah, the way he let it go, he's like, "Hey, quit hitting me!"
Yeah, number 8's one of those I saw on video quite a few times. He has some good hands. I didn't expect him to necessarily drop it, but that was a nice high kick by Ryder and to get us going and give us a chance maybe to get down there and get in front of him. Wish we could have gotten him to the ground a little faster.
So Raymond Ramirez is the quarterback for the Mustangs. They'll send trips down to a single up top, one in the backfield. Looks like a leopard formation. Well blocked there up front. They're going to pick up 9 yards on first down. Sets up 2nd down and 1 at their own 48.
This is that size we talked about, and we're going to struggle a little bit up the middle, getting the holes filled with those guys. So we're definitely going to have to keep them contained on the ends, but finding those slots in the middle to attack are going to be tough.
Same setup. Gutierrez in the backfield with Ramirez. No, they're going to send twins up top, twins down to us. They'll hand it off to Gutierrez. He runs right into his own guard who got pushed back. Hayden Brumley did a fantastic job of driving 65 into the backfield and right into Gutierrez's path, and there was nowhere to go. There is a flag. They're going to get an illegal formation. Have a feeling, well, they've marked forward progress, so I guess.
Even Madrid had a good roundabout. He got around the corner and got his hands on the runner before he got too much ground. And that's one good thing. If we can get around the corner and get to them, if we slow them down at all, we can find them from the corners.
So here we go. Replay 2nd down. 2nd down and 6. They'll send trips up top, single down to us this time. This time, drop back to pass. Oh, and a nice ball right there on the slant. It's going to be a 1st down into Leopard territory.
Pass from Ramirez to
I said it before.
Uh-oh.
I don't. They're going to do a hurry up here.
And they go fast, hand it back off again. Great job there, filling the hole. Heat Wool. Strong as an ox there in the middle. Kind of drove back for about a step, and the next thing you know, he meets that running back, and he did not go any further.
If you've met Heat, well, you'd know that that's true.
This time they
3rd down and 4.
pick up about 3.5 on the play. Going to set up 3rd down and 6.
And I'm not surprised by what I see yet. A lot of these quick, short passes, they're going to keep running.
Oh, what a job by Ty Dutton coming from the backside. And it looked like they were going to have some room there to make something happen. And Ty closed that down very quickly.
Did a great job getting to him and taking the opportunity away.
Yeah, because if Ramirez gets upfield, he's easily got the 1st down and some. So they're going to go for it on 4th down. I don't know who their punter is. There were a couple times they stepped back and did a quick kick, but it looks like they're really going to go for it here, which they do. Go, and there's going to be plenty of room for the 1st down and some down to the 34-yard line. Just lost containment there on the edge, which is easy to do with the 3-down lineman set. And with a mobile quarterback, he just waited till all of his guys got downfield, and he took off.
And we will fight that all night long. If we flush him out of the pocket, that's going to give him lots of room to run because that means we've got too many people in the pocket.
Oh, what a route. What a throw. That's going to be another first down into the red zone. Olton found their rhythm.
First down, Mustangs.
And they're doing a good job controlling the pace. Like you said early, they want to control the pace. They're doing some hurry up, and then they're doing some pauses to get a reread.
Oh, and he gets tripped up after about a 3-yard carry.
Gutierrez on the carry, gain of 3, second and 7.
I will say this: if number 5 isn't down and you don't hear a whistle,
You better
keep
hit him
playing.
again. Yeah. Now, what's impressive is how fast they're going. They're not slowing it down as much as they have in other games. I feel like they think they have. Oh, Gutierrez steps out of that down to about the 11-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 12. That's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Picks up 2.
You can tell they feel like they're onto something because they typically don't go this fast, and they are moving very quickly. Have a feeling you'll see another draw right up the middle.
And this is something I didn't see too much in video
Yep,
either.
there it
it's
is.
just the pace of it.
They're going to try to move that pile. Ooh, they blow it dead. So they're
Just in
going to
time,
spot it.
We almost pulled the ball out.
Yeah. It's going to be about 4th. It's going to be 4th down and about half a yard here.
What are you calling here?
They're gonna send the running back up the middle, and Ramirez is going to follow him. It's just an extra blocker.
I think he's going to pass it.
See, there it is.
You're right.
Ramirez.
Yeah, when you watch film, that was the play call.
Yep. They've got their heavy run PO.
This time, well done. Ryder Starkey meeting him in the hole. No gain. Makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Ryder Starkey shot that A-gap very well. Now they're going to roll. Oh, goodness. He had just a little too much mustard on that one. That was cold hands.
And that's a rare miss. Like I said, they have some pretty good hands, and you don't often see that,
Ryan Vega.
especially with that much time.
Yeah, Ryan Vega was the receiver there, and that was the right play call, right route, everything about it. Just a little too much zip on that ball. Got hard to bring in.
For those of you at home, just to give you an idea, this is a lot of what I saw is the way they're lining up in the formation, a run-pass option.
Oh, it's a new running back.
Yeah.
Going to stretch it out. He's going to lean down. They're going to mark him down at about the 2. That was Tom Sue.
Ball down to the 1-yard line.
About 80 to 90% of the video that I watched, they have the same formation. They all look the same, and then they just run this heavy run-pass option where he can either let go of the ball in a run, he can take it himself, or he can find somebody out in a gap to pass it to. And so it just keeps their options open. It's really hard to defend, especially whenever you get a little momentum going and your defense is guessing, all right, what are we going to do now?
Don't expect Ramirez to get the ball out of his hand here. Oh, the snap is high. He does a really good job. Stays alive. And good defense.
Great defense.
Cooper Brown.
Ball goes over.
It's going to be a turnover on downs. It's going to be an MC Master Roofing first down at about the 2-yard line for the Leopards. We'll have 98 yards to go. Olton held the ball 5 minutes, drove it all the way down, could not cash in. How big is that drop swing pass now?
That's definitely some good momentum, especially for our defense, being able to hold that off down the red zone. I like it going into this drive.
The botch snap helped a little too.
Definitely.
We won't
definitely.
complain.
He still had plenty of time, though.
This time Caleb's going to just run power. He's going to pick up about 5.
Caleb Cook on the carry.
Picks up 5 yards on the MC Master Roofing first down. Not a bad. Get out of the shadow of your own end zone. 2nd and 5.
Open up the opportunities a little bit.
Graham Stanford, our starting running back tonight. It's good to see Graham back in that starting role.
Definitely.
Been battling a high ankle sprain for about the last month and a half. This time it'll go to Graham. Graham just gets in behind his blockers.
Graham is so fun to watch. You can see it in his eyes. You know, he'll look down the field, he'll get the ball, he'll look for a gap, he'll look down the field and turn it on. And when he turns loose, you can definitely tell he's got some room to go.
So that'll be an MC Master Roofing first down at about the 14-yard line. This time, Caleb will keep it after faking it over to Graham. Man, it's going to be another MC Master Roofing first down.
Caleb Cook on the key. That's a gain of 11.
You're doing a good job getting outside the sides
I
and
think Jake
getting
thought he
some
was going to
open.
get there. Jake kind of let go of that block thinking, oh, and then he turned around. He's like, crap. You can just see Jake's like, man.
Yeah, you don't like to be the one responsible for your guy taking the team down.
So this time the pitch out to Graham. Great block by Cooper Brown on the edge. He'll be 9.5. They're going to mark him about a yard short of the first down. Great job, Cooper Brown, still on that edge.
Well, you don't turn the page in the playbook until you can stop that one. Keep the ball on the ground, keep it safe.
Yeah, when you got Mitchell Baum and Parker and Cooper out there in front, that you're going to have some helmets on hats, and next thing you know, it's just the safety and Graham.
Sure.
And you like forcing the safety to tackle him. Oh, Mitchell gets up a little too fast. It's going to set up 2nd down and 6.
Call it Bill false start against the Leopards.
Might have spoke too soon. Might see him play this series yet. Now, we were talking about it earlier in the game. You know, just the size on the line, it's going to make it hard to go up the middle. So, yeah. But again, the speed that we have to offset that is to get to the corners, get to the sides, and get the ball moving north and south.
Woo! Got to be a face mask. Yeah, Graham's head spun around. Man, and if you're Olton, you hate that because that was a 2 or 3 yard loss. But the only reason you got the loss is because you grabbed his
That's all
head
he could get
and turned
to.
it around. So that's going to set up an MC Master Roofing first down.
You're right. If he lets him go, that's still a big gain. Maybe not as big as the penalty.
So it's going to be first down at the 45-yard line. Leopards looking to cross midfield for the first time. They'll swing it out here to Cooper. Oh, Olton does a really good job of just rushing to the play, and then all of a sudden Cooper spits out of and gets 2 or 3. Actually ends up getting 4 yards on that. You saw 4 white jerseys there, and then all of a sudden you see Cooper just squirt out for a positive gain.
He did a great job turning not much of an opportunity into something there. I do like the way we're moving the ball. We seem very confident in what we're doing.
They've brought 8 guys into the box, and golly, we go to that shuffle pass. We've changed that up now, and
that used to be a good go-to.
Well, and here's what we've done. We've brought a receiver in, which brings his defender in. So now you've got an extra guy in the box because it used to go to our sniffer, and now you're bringing Colby in as a receiver, and his man's just coming inside. So you got 8 in the box, and it's just you're hoping to get the misdirection and them over pursuing, but we'll look at 3rd down and 6 after the 1 yard loss. Great job. Oh, just Colby couldn't quite come down with it, and that's going to set up a 4th down, and that'll bring on the punt team.
That was going to be a fingertip play if he got a hold of it.
Yeah, just a little high out of Caleb's hand. You could see the frustration on Caleb. Caleb was there. He's sitting down perfectly in the zone.
He knew he
Colby
had him.
was there sitting down perfectly in the zone. Those Cook boys, man, get them mixed up. Colby sitting down in the zone. Caleb went to the right spot just a little little high. Graham.
What a punt.
Ryder Starkey.
Ryder Starkey's punt goes into the end zone.
Unfortunately, you needed it to be a 49-yarder, and it ended up being a 50-yarder. So that'll be a touchback. As you said, beautiful punt, though.
It looked like he threw the ball. Perfect spiral. It came out nice.
Most of the time, you'll take a 50-yard punt.
At the corner, we'll do the Wentz graphic, and they roll right
So
into the
that
Wentz,
last play ended up with Caleb Colby, and I have a little story to share on that. So they're brothers, and one of the stories that their mom shared was they would go and instead of ding-dong ditching, they would go ding-dong dancing. So they would get somebody to come to the door, and then they would do this funny little dance. And so I mean, I can imagine this going on. I would love to have seen it.
So this was a designed run the whole way. So they drop back, trips down to a single up top, and they literally just enough for the secondary to turn their backs, and then he took off. He'll pick up 11 on the play. It's going to be a first down for the Mustangs. What's funny is I can see Caleb doing that all day. Colby's a little more reserved in his old age, and so
He's developing an image.
both very incredible and talented musicians.
Yes.
And so totally see the musical side of a ding-dong dance going. So we're going to get twins up top, twins down to a single in the backfield. We're going to hand that ball off. Nice little spin in the hole there. Tom Sue.
second down.
You know, that first drive, you rolled down the entire field with Gutierrez, and then all of a sudden, we haven't seen him since they got inside goal to go, and it's been Tom Sue in the backfield. So hopefully Gutierrez is all right. He's standing over there, helmet on. Trips down to a single up top. Tom Sue in the backfield. It's going to be a false start.
Have a penalty on the play.
Going to back him up. Second down. This is not where Olton wants to be. Now, they've had some success over there on that left side throwing the ball. We'll see if they go back to it.
There were a few plays, you know, that you could see looking back at videos from their past games, a few over-the-top plays. But I think we've got a little bit more speed than some of their other opponents they played that will probably keep some of that from happening. But certainly, you know, looking for a pass here, like I said, I think they'll go back to the short passes on the sides.
Oh, and they'll pull this one. And a great job by Ty Dutton to stay home. Avon Madrid there to help. They pulled the guards. Everything looked like it was coming to us, and Ty Dutton stays home on that as that backside backer and makes the play.
And for almost every other team they've played, that's a successful run. You know, they'll gain 5 to 8 yards easy out of that, and that's a good job.
You know, as a defender, a lot of times your key is that guard. If you see that guard pull, your first look is run play the other way, and he kept that in. He kept that in his belly as long as he could, and then he pulls it out last second, and Ty's still there. So third down and 11.
The long arm of the law over there on the right.
I told you Wentz, right?
Oh, that ball's going to be dropped. Tom Sue, Jackson Tom Sue. So we have two Tom Sues. Jet Tom Sue's the running back. Jackson Tom Sue's the receiver. Did a great job running a good route. Got open and just could not bring that ball in as Ramirez put it right on him.
Again, I'm really surprised. I mean, they've got some good hands.
And now we see Gutierrez back, and he's the punter. Which, as well as he ran the ball, you got to look out. Nice end over end, but it does kick up. Now it'll take a bounce. Woo. Cole, I don't know that anybody wanted you running. That football is not round. It does not always bounce the way you think it is. Let's not run by that thing.
Coach might have told him as he walked by him, don't do that again. Yeah, the worst thing you want to do is lose the momentum and touch that ball and give it back to him.
So we are into the first quarter here. Oh, shoot. I was about to have to put it to second quarter. Well, I never took it off a pregame, but we'll head to the second quarter. 0-0. Leopards have the ball for their second possession of the day.
Well, to be honest, that went about as fast as the clock could run.
Yeah, not a lot of stoppages there. Nobody throwing the ball, so there's not incomplete passes to stop it. Get you a couple words from. The only other thing that's hard about it is you don't get very many sponsorships in when there's no stoppages. Attention Leopard fans, Jalen Mounts from the Amy Tapp Real Estate Team is your MVP in the housing market. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, she brings home field advantage to every real estate transaction. Call Jalen at 806-239-5767 and let her expertise guide you to your next victory. For a winning real estate experience, choose Jalen Mounts. Go Leopards. All right, we're back here in the 2A construction second quarter. MC Master Roofing first down and 10 from the 34. They'll hand it off to Hunter, and he will get piled on after about a half-yard gain.
Down by Tom Sue and Reyes. Gain of 1, second and 9.
You mentioned it earlier, not going to be a lot of treading there in the middle. 66 and 55 and 50 are some. There's some good-sized fellas.
Oh, you look at both sides. I mean, we've got some good, decent size on the line. Not too shabby, but that's a lot of mass to move around or to go around.
Wyatt told me he could block them easy. He said, give me a helmet. I don't even need the shoulder pads. I got this. Drop back, handoff again to Burrell.
Burrell found a nice side seam there.
He'll burrow his way up to the 43-yard line, going to set up 3rd down and 2. I'll tell you this, once he turns that corner and gets that steam going upfield, I would not want to be in front of that locomotive. That is a powerful runner.
I can't remember who it was I was talking to. It said it reminds him of a running back in the old days. He wears that big neck guard.
Oh, no doubt. This time, Caleb going to keep it. That's going to be
tough.
really close. Here's the thing. Caleb kind of hopped over a potential tackler. He did not. He's going to be 2 yards short. Yeah. Still just haven't seen us throw the ball. Not.
I was really hoping the change of direction would help us out.
We'll take one of those 50-yard punts by Starkey here. Nice angled kick away from the returner. Going to be down at about the 22-yard line.
Lyles downs that punt.
So that'll be a 33-yard punt this time. Going to be 1st down and 10 Mustangs. 10:28 to go here in the 2-8 construction second quarter.
We'll do C and B next change.
Just don't understand. Caleb's thrown 2 passes through 14 minutes of football.
Yeah, we're just getting a few runs here and there that just aren't as productive as we need them to be.
They do a nice shot by Cooper Brown. They'll pick up 5 yards on the pass to Tom Sue, and then he will be popped immediately by Cooper Brown.
So there's the same hands that missed the pass down here, but made a great catch there.
Benefited us down here. I didn't mind Tom Sue dropping that ball at all.
Well, maybe with Cooper Brown coming over the top, he'll think about it a little bit more next time.
Now you're seeing the Olton I expected, taking their time.
Yes, sir. Coach Pregame, what's wrong?
Yeah, it looks like there's a little panic on the play clock.
Well, it jumped. It went from 21 to 15.
We'll help her. We'll make sure. Yep, got it. Thanks. He said it needs to set it. Be a little bit better about setting it on time.
Setting it?
Yeah. Stopping it when it goes out of bounds. When you see hands.
I am.
Okay.
Whatever I see.
We'll keep it. Okay.
All right. Now we'll start the play clock over.
Everybody's on the same page.
Oh, nice route. And when he made a great move, even comes up, almost gets that from behind.
Pass complete to Olton, takes the ball out.
That's going to be a 20-yard pickup right up the seam.
Looked like we had a chance to get him down quick, and we knocked our own defender off.
And then they go straight up the middle. Kobe Cook makes the tackle, but not till 9 yards downfield. Now you're seeing Olton fly to the line. Second down and 1. They're not going to let you make any adjustments now. They have found a formation that they like, and they are going to stick to it. Oh, and it's picked. What a job.
Pick six.
Jake Fogerson read it the whole way, and that is going to be a Cole McDonald, Edward Jones touchdown.
Touchdown.
As Jake takes that 60 yards on the pick 6.
Great eyes and anticipation there.
He read it the whole way and kind of set back, baiting the quarterback in, thinking throw that ball. And the problem is you've only got one guy in the route over there, and so the safety's able just to sit back. And as soon as – and he's watching the quarterback's eyes the whole way. Jake, right there, Jake just showed off his football IQ.
He had no problem getting by that last block.
Not at all.
Little pause, little shift, and there he went.
Caden McDonald with the extra point makes it 7-0 Leopards. 9:21 to go here in the 2-8 construction second quarter. Every great team needs a winning game plan. Carl McDonald with Edward Jones is here to help you design your financial strategy, just like a coach on game day. Whether it's retirement, college savings, or just getting ahead, Carl's got your back. Contact Carl McDonald with Edward Jones today at 806-698-8849, and let's score a touchdown for your financial future. Proud supporter of the New Home Leopards.
All right, then don't worry about it. We won't do it.
So here we go. That's what the Leopards needed.
We'll do TMB.
I love it when the defense scores.
Absolutely. The 60-yard Carl McDonald, Edward Jones, pick 6 by Jake Fogerson puts the Leopards up. And Olton was driving. Man, they had all the momentum, and Jake just sucked the air out of the visiting sideline.
They were in that upbeat tempo, keeping us off guard.
Nice deep kick. Golly, one step all the way back to the 10. Oh, they got a lane out there. And then it closes quickly. I think that was actually Ryder. No, it wasn't Ryder Starkey. Who closed that? Somebody with an 8.
Takes it out to
I can't see. He's hiding.
30-yard line. First and 10 Mustangs.
Great coverage over there because it looked like they had a little crease there for a second, and all of a sudden it closed.
That may have been Hunter that was over there. He came from all the way on the sideline too. But yeah, you're right. That 2-step kick, that's impressive.
Starkey put a boot in it.
And it's high. I mean, it gives them plenty of time to get down there.
So here we
Cut
go.
speed.
Defense back on the field here. Oh, yeah. Got our Copper Barn pizza delivery.
Short game by the Mustangs.
Thank you so much. Y'all, if you have not placed your order, Copper Barn delivers pizzas to the press box, or to the stadium, twice every home game. So this will be the first delivery. They'll make another one about 8 o'clock tonight. Let me get you their info here.
Pizza and football. Nothing better.
Man, it doesn't get much better. Oh, big carry up the middle. Man.
Is that number 11?
Drug Colby
No.
Cook for now they've got Gutierrez back in there, number 10. So you can text the Copper Barn your order, 806-787-3935.
One thing I haven't seen that I saw a lot of in videos, the use of their tight end, number 11. Alan Vesquez. when he ran that, they're both similar sized kids. Kind of thought that might be him. But you're right, Gutierrez being back in.
They had a lot of success with him on the first drive. He is a load to bring down.
They may not have wanted to tip their hat too much.
This time, this kind of looks like a leopard play. They swing it out. Great tackle again by Ty Dutton.
Pass complete.
Does pick up about 6 yards on the play. Going to set up 2nd down and 4.
Gain of 6.
I feel like I say that a lot on Friday nights. Great tackle, Ty Dutton. This linebacker core is second to none. Ty Dutton, Ryder Starkey, and Colby Cook, they're about as good as you're going to find anywhere in the state at linebacker.
Like I said, Ty has long arms, and if you don't get outside of all of it, he's going to get a hold of you, and he's not letting go. And it kind of showed there right at the end of that play because when he got up, he kind of brushed him as he went by.
So here we go, 2nd down and 4. They'll hand that ball to Gutierrez up the middle, and he will drive.
Fighting all the way.
Good tackle in the hole. Kyer Olton met him and just wasn't letting him move. He'll pick up about 2 on the play. Sets up 3rd down and 2. 2 things I expect here. 1, I expect a hard count. And 2, expect the quarterback to keep the ball in his hands. He's going to follow Gutierrez through the hole and try to get these 2 yards.
2 exact same things I was about to say.
Now, I'll tell you, really proud of our D-line so far, really watching the ball. We have been a little prone, and we haven't done it yet. No, they're going to hand the ball to Gutierrez, and he will. And they're going to go fast.
Here they come.
You can probably hear in our mics the coaches next to us. They are, as soon as they get the first down, they're ready to roll. It's almost like the 2-minute offense kicks in. They have found something up the middle right here that they like. We're going to go right back to it. They're going to line up 6 yards on first down. Now they're going to bring Tom Sue in. Gutierrez is going to go out. I like this change for the Leopards because Tom Sue's a little more shifty, but when he's hitting the hole, he goes down. Where Gutierrez, man, he moves that pile. You're going to see Starkey bring the blitz, and there's going to be a false start as they blow that dead.
That's the one challenge with an upbeat tempo and a fast pace like that. Getting down, getting set, getting everybody in rhythm.
So you pick up 5 on first down, then you give it back. Not what the Mustangs were looking to do there. And you could see why they made the shift. They were trying to get Tom Sue out in a route. The running back was rolling out into the flat there.
I don't know if they've seen something change with the 3-man front, or if we're not coming up to fill one of the gaps that they're looking to utilize.
Now you see Ty coming up.
Sneaking
He's
in.
going to come up the backside. Oh, and he just misses Gucci. Oh, he's got some room. Great pursuit by Beck. He's going to get him down at about the 26-yard line.
17-yard line.
And that's tough. I mean, you collapse
Ramirez
that pocket.
did a fantastic job. That was the same thing they were looking to do earlier. Ty was just able to get there from the backside. This time we weren't. They're going to flip it out to Tom Sue, and it's not going to go anywhere because, yeah.
Well, they still get 5 on it.
Sue brought down quickly by Brown.
When you go to Bridger and Cooper, the Brown side, they're not going to be many missed tackles over there. They go back to it. Oh, just a little outside of the reach. Here's the thing: if you throw that ball perfect, I think Cooper
That's another
Brown's
pick
taking.
six.
I think Cooper Brown's taking it the other way.
That's right.
So that actually worked out to Olton's favor that ball was a little wide.
Well, and I think just the receiver took a few extra steps where he shouldn't have.
Yeah, he got a little more deeper downfield than maybe they drew it up.
And they slowed the pace down again.
4:29 to go here in this 2-8 construction second quarter.
Expect 2 more plays here.
Nice throw and catch. Great tackle.
Pass is complete.
Lincoln Preston came up. They gave him the first down. So that's going to be inside the red zone now. First down and 10 from the 18. Great tackle there by Lincoln Preston.
Yeah, if he didn't get his hands on that, that's a lot closer to the paint than we want to be.
Now, I'll tell you, Ramirez held that ball as long as he could. He took a big shot after he threw that last ball.
Gutierrez.
So now they're going to, I guarantee you, they'll slow this down and try to eat these last 4 minutes as they look to score here before halftime.
2nd and 7.
It's definitely a mental game to control the clock and try to get pace and momentum back in your favor.
It's hard because Olton wants to eat the rest of this half, but their success has come from going fast.
That's right.
And so it's this catch-22 of, and we're going to get a timeout. Leopards will take one with them. We'll be right back.
Timeout of the half.
Construction, your local home exterior experts serving Amarillo, Lubbock, and the entire Texas Panhandle, offers a range of budget-friendly home improvement options to upgrade the efficiency and curb appeal of your home. Whether you're looking for windows, doors, roofing, or jellyfish lighting, we're here to help. We're committed to giving back to our communities by donating 5% of our profits to Panhandle Neighbors Helping Neighbors.
When it comes to your home, only trust the experts at 28 Construction.
Thankful for 806 lights. We're going to come a little bit short. I didn't get the transition as fast as I wanted to. Oh, what a design. Oh, and he just overthrew it. Man, what a break for the Leopards.
You can hear the coach's frustration over here because they knew they had us.
3rd down.
They did. That was well designed. They faked the speed out. We crashed.
Left that wide open. I'm reminded. Caleb sees a nice open pass, gets a little excited, a little over hesitant.
Ramirez got a little. He's like, man, I got to put it out there for him, and just a little too far. So 3:35 to go. It's 3rd down and 6 here for the Leopards. They fake it. They're going to keep it in Ramirez's hand. Great job, Ty Dutton, and then he gets
The ball's
some help.
out. I think he was down before.
I think they're going to call him down as well.
Dutton and Brumley.
So Brumley.
He was trying to get to it early, though.
Yeah, Ty Dutton does a great job getting his hands on him, standing him up, and then Hayden Brumley just drives him back. 4th down and 5. I'm shocked they're not going to kick a field goal and take some points. They didn't pay off their first trip in the red zone, and with little less than 3 minutes to go before halftime, a 7-3 game at half. You feel like you're right there. I guess 7-0 isn't the worst thing in the world, but you're hoping for 7 here if you're the Mustangs. Great job by the line, sitting tight.
And that was right between them. I'm not sure who he exactly intended that for. You had the tight end out there on the far right, and the receiver number 2 came back to
number 2
it.
broke off his route. I think he thought he was going to go all the way to the sideline, and then he tried to sit down in the zone, and Falcon, just a little miscommunication between Ramirez and Falcon. And once again, the bend but don't break defense of the Leopards holds the Mustangs inside the red zone. 2:38 to go. Hopefully we see our 2-minute offense here.
I had a pretty solid feeling they weren't going to try to kick a field goal. After watching some warm-up, it's going to be a tough kick.
Is it 9? Oh, yeah, it is a cross breeze tonight.
Yeah.
So we're going to lose a couple yards on that play.
I think we I think we'll see some things open up here and try to get down the field quick.
I mean, look, Jake's match number 1, just a little vertically challenged. Nice flip out to
Opened
Parker.
up.
Parker's got some room, and he's got a blocker out in front of him. Nice move up to the 42-yard line.
Pass complete.
That was beautiful. They followed him out,
Yes.
left an open spot. A lot of room to run.
31-yard reception. Gets a big MC Master Roofing first down with 1:57 to go. Cooper Brown had a good block out in front.
Parker did a good job reading the extra
This time
space,
we're
too.
going to go deep. And Cooper Brown, he is a magician when the ball's in the air. This is what we've been looking for. Throw the ball, and 2 plays, you were 80 yards downfield. MC Master Roofing first and not goal. We'll call it 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Cooper Brown's body control when he's in the air and his ability to catch the ball and get his feet down is absolutely incredible.
You have 2 choices there. I mean, you either take him out. He had his eyes on the ball the whole time. Got his hands up over the receiver. Got free.
Timeout of the half.
It was a beautiful play.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. They played as great a defense as you could. Everybody's covered. And Caleb's like, I'm going to trust my guy. I'm going to throw it up, and let's see what happens. 2 out of the 3 things that can happen on that play are good for you. You catch the ball, you get pass interference, or it's an incomplete pass. And that one comes down in the Leopards' favor as Cooper Brown.
Well,
Man.
even going back here to Parker, I mean, he seeing that out in the open, they flush that, leave that open pocket there. He makes a good run, gets the momentum going, and then sets up Cooper for that long catch. That's that, like you said, that's the momentum we were looking for.
That's our strength, man. You
Flip it.
You let Caleb Cook spin that ball, and good things happen. Leopards are on the move with another first down, courtesy of MC Master Roofing. Just like our team, your home deserves the best defense. Trust MC Master to keep your roof in top shape. Give them a call today at 806-698-4653. Leopards back. Graham Stanford in the backfield with Caleb. Have been going to see a running play here, which we do. Graham lowers his head, picks up about 2 on the play. Going to set up 2nd down and 8.
I know he was looking for a gap there, but I wish he'd have come out a little bit further just to see a little bit of a side.
Well, the thing you like about that is now the clock's ticking down to 1 minute to go here in the 2-8 construction second quarter, and you don't mind, 25, 30 seconds running off here to give yourself an opportunity to keep them out. This time they flip it out to Parker. Can he get the corner? He's met over there. He'll be out of bounds. Clock will stop with 44 seconds to go. Going to set up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, Newham calls their second McGavick Nissan timeout of the half.
So now you got 3rd down and goal from the 5. Looking to cash this thing in.
I don't know, my son's over there waiting, but I hope they don't have to go to him.
He's been waiting to kick a field goal.
Yes, he has.
And then from here, it's almost just an extra point.
Yes.
But I'm with you. I'd like to see us cash this in. I'd like to see him kicking an extra point. That's
right.
It's the same distance. Let's do it after a touchdown. I mean,
Sorry I even brought it up.
hey, Coach Abney will tell you a little bit about that announcer's
No,
jinx.
yeah. I heard.
Wyatt says, I don't talk about kickers. He's smart. So here we go. 3rd down, and we'll call it 3. Oh, interference. They finally bring it in. That had to be one tackle, Jake Fogerson. That's going to be an MC Master Roofing 1st and goal. And now you're going to see the Wildcat formation come out because they're going to spot this ball.
I couldn't tell if he got tripped up or if he got hung up, but
Well, he tried to
if he
stop.
didn't, he had it.
He tried to stop and set, and they're both running, and that's one of those where the receiver has the advantage. He knows he's going to stop, and the defender doesn't. So Jake stopped, and the one just ran right through him. And so here you go, Wildcat. Get in there behind Parker and Kyer and just go get you. Oh, no, Ryder says, I'll go the other way. Everybody jumped to that side, and Ryder Starkey with the 2-yard Carl McDonald, Edward Jones touchdown run. And just before half, the Leopards take a 13-0 lead.
That was a great in-the-pocket read. I mean, he got up there, like you said, saw that it was a little overstacked to the right, made a jolt to the left, and found an easy path into the end zone.
Beautiful drive by the Leopards. You know, first down, kick is up, kick is good. So on first down, you lose 4 yards, and you're sitting here thinking, are we going to run our 2-minute offense? And the next thing you know, you throw the ball 2 plays, you're 80 yards downfield, and you're first down and 10 from the 12-yard line after a great catch from Parker Lyles. Got you up to the 41, and then Cooper got the next 50 on a beautiful ball from Caleb Cook, put it up where only his guy could get it, and Cooper somehow comes down with the ball on his feet in bounds.
Only thing wrong with the drives, there's still 30 seconds left on the clock.
And let's be honest, Olton's offense isn't designed – they're a power team.
Sure.
Now, I'm sure they have something up their sleeve, but –
Well, I find it interesting. I mean, this is the same thing they're pulling on us, but when we reverse the role here and we go upbeat tempo, fast pace, it's hard to read. I think it just goes to show that that's a huge strategy in the game, that whenever you go upbeat like that, a defense can't look at it, they can't read it, they can't think about it, and so you're on instinct at that point.
Absolutely. Going to be fielded, bobbled at about the 19. Oh, he's got a lane. The only thing you can't do is give up a big special teams play there. And a great tackle there by Miles Clark. Mimi saves an even bigger play. But they are at the 44-yard line with 25 seconds to go. 2 timeouts Olton has. I watched a play. I watched a lot of football this week, and this is right before half. They came out and ran the hook and ladder, and you never see it very often anymore. And it was beautifully executed. So, great job, Avon, getting pressure. Colby Cook gets over there, forces him out of bounds. They're going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. They spend 6 of their seconds, so it's 19 seconds to go.
4-yard gain for them.
You brought up Miles's name there on that tackle. They had a little interesting story about him to share too. His mom shared this. He was in the back seat and he started crying. He had swallowed a quarter.
Uh-oh.
And after waiting around several days, waiting for it to eject, and never saw any sign of it.
Oh, what a job there by Ramirez. Oh, and 11. Had he spun, he probably could have gotten 4 or 5 more yards, but they're going to get down. Here's what that does is I don't know what Ramirez's arm looks like, but now you're getting into that range where you can throw that Hail Mary right before halftime.
Yes.
So what happened after he swallowed the quarter?
So he swallowed the quarter, and nothing came out. So they found out, they went and x-rayed him. It was in the walls of his stomach. So they took him to have an x-ray done. But it was they still have that quarter to this day.
Oh, my gosh. That would be a quarter I probably would want to get rid of. So they're going to send trips up top, single down low. With 2 timeouts, you can throw something over the middle, try to make this a little easier last heave before halftime. Oh, great job. Tom Sue, great route. Gets him down to the 30. 6.6 seconds. Now you've got a legitimate shot. Ramirez did a good job directing traffic. He's rolling. He realizes he can't get but probably 5-6 yards if he takes off. You see him literally tell Tom Sue, head to the sideline. He puts it right on him. And with 6.6 seconds to go, I'm shocked they're not going to take a timeout. Oh, they are. There we go. So they'll get the timeout.
That's one of those situations where your secondary does their job. They keep everybody covered, but you still can't get the quarterback down.
So you're going to see ball to the end zone. I mean, unless they shock me and come out for a 45-yard field goal, which, as you mentioned, probably not going to happen on a good day, especially on a night where the wind is blowing hard from the home side towards the away side. That is not what you want to be trying to do here.
Well, and when you're down 2 touchdowns, I mean, you've got to get something going.
Now, I'll tell you this. If it's me and I still got a timeout left, and I know everybody's thinking ball to the end zone, I just run somebody up the seam and try to hit a quick little 10, 12-yard route and make it even more feasible.
Sure. I mean, you can easily get 2 plays in this. Right on the sideline, step out, save a little clock for the end. Then you've got to run or pass to get into the end zone.
So here we go. You can see the Leopards in a deep shell. They're going to go for it all here.
Taking
Ball
the time.
in the corner. And it looks like Graham
Ball's on the
Stanford
ground.
had ball in hand. He'll drop that to the ground, and we will head to halftime. Your Leopards lead 14-0 after a Uh-oh. Is there a penalty flag somewhere on the ground?
Hey, you want to call a timeout since we have one? Call it.
Well, it looks like they were running back to the start of this. And
They're going to
putting the
say
second
one
back.
untimed down. I guess they're going to say the play ended before the clock ran out. So now they're going to get one more shot at this. Colt Tucker's like, man, I was already halfway to the locker room. He's walking back out. He and Jackson Forsyth. And you see, they stopped
They
at the
just
30.
stopped.
They're like, we ain't coming all the way back, guys. We'll stand right here at the 30. We got you. We're supporting y'all.
Yep. We got your team. You got this. So for those of y'all that are trying to figure out what we're talking about, so just off the frame here, to the right, they're standing on the sideline down here. They'd already made their progress down to the locker room, and as Steven said, no, they're not coming back.
there they are.
gonna cut our
They had
distance.
already gotten to about the 10, so they came 20 yards back. But
They're probably just as offended as we are that we're still running another play.
hey, I'm going to tell you, it was great home clock work. The officials just adding a second back. 90% of those officials wouldn't. Oh, good job. And that's going to be an interception, Cooper Brown. And that will take us to the half as Cooper Brown gets an interception.
So instead of no touchdown, we get a stat in our book.
We do. Cooper's glad he's thankful for that extra play.
That's right.
Padded the stats there. So we're going to add 25 minutes to the clock as we.
Got the gold chain out for him.
Oh, yeah, the turnover chain.
Took it from Jake and gave it to Cooper.
So we'll take a break with them. We'll be back here probably in about 20 minutes. We'll come back, recap the first half, and get you the second half here from Leopard Stadium. 14-0, new home.
We are thankful for this.
Construction, your local home exterior experts serving Amarillo, Lubbock, and the entire Texas Panhandle, offers a range of budget-friendly home improvement options to upgrade the efficiency and curb appeal of your home. Whether you're looking for windows, doors, roofing, or jellyfish lighting, we're here to help. We're committed to giving back to our communities by donating 5% of our profits to Panhandle Neighbors Helping Neighbors.
When it comes to your home, only trust the experts at 28 Construction.
All right, we're back. About 3.5 minutes to go till we kick off the second half. Olton's making their way out. Leopards, I can't tell. Is that them heading in?
Yes.
Leopards headed.
Those black tops are hard to see.
It is in the dark. This
time change.
They're in the reverse Oreo tonight. So white pants, white hats, black shirts. I kind of like the look.
I do. They had a blackout pep rally today.
They
so
did.
It was, all the kids are excited. That's one of their favorite ones to have every year.
It was cool to see all the neon, and hopefully, so the internet's gotten so rough in there that I can't stream them live anymore. I was able to. I think the real issue is, it is on the page, so I got it uploaded. I was having some trouble. Sometimes my cell phone doesn't have the best service on rainy days for some reason out here. I mean, we do live in the country, I guess, so.
My daughter been looking forward to that all week long. Just
Oh.
lights out, glow sticks. I mean, like, she came in this morning. I was up last night smoking briskets for the junior class concession stand for basketball, and so she came in this morning, and I was barely awake. She had this handful of glow sticks. She said, "Dad, look!" I was like, okay.
It was fun to see them all as they walked in. Her and Ryan, and they all had Ryder Grace. They all had paint their face, neon, glow in the dark paint on their face, and they had a good time. And so, just to give you a quick update on district scores, the only game that really matters to any of us is the Post Abernathy game. That game is at halftime. Post leads Abernathy 7-6. And the games that will affect our playoffs, just because we said if somebody shocked the world tonight, there was a slight chance we wouldn't play Panhandle. But Panhandle's handling Spearman handily, 35-0 at the half. Sunray up 18-8. And I have a feeling that Armando Lujan is not playing that game. They realize he is the key to their postseason success. So last week he played one drive and then set the rest of the game and cheered on his teammates. And so I have a feeling that if they've only scored 18 points, it is probably because he is doing the same this week. And so we're getting ready to go. About 40 seconds to go here in the half. Wyatt making his way back in. He'll get our battery switched out. The second camera's been nice for when the battery does die. But, man, seems like a distant memory, but those first couple weeks when we were using a power cord and not all the batteries, man, I wanted to, I got gray hair just from that because we had so many issues. So here's the beauty of scoring with 37 seconds left to go in the first half. We are also receiving the second half kick. So we have the opportunity in a very short span of game time to take this from what was a 7-0 game to a 21-0 game. And so I will tell you, officials making their way back out. My buddy over there on the far side, he has a major hip flexor issue. So he was out here Tuesday night in the kids' game. I thought he told me he was going to take tonight off, but looks like he is calling, getting around pretty good. He told me he'd been to the doctor, been stuck, acupuncture, all that stuff, trying to get that hip to release because it had just locked up on him. And so speaking of which, congratulations to our 3rd and 4th and our 6th grade Leopards advanced in the Youth Football League playoffs this past week. Unfortunately, our 5th graders saw their season come to an end. They lost a 6-0 game to a very, very, very big Plainview team. And, when you get in some of those grade-specific leagues, sometimes you just run into a kid or two that's been held back a time or two. And, some of those ages, a year or two can make a big difference in size. And that was a good-sized Plainview team. So here we go. Olton puts a boot in it. That ball is going to go straight out of bounds. Almost to your buddies over there on the chain crew. I think they could have fielded that before one of our guys could.
Well, they try from time to time. I was at the game that you said, and that you're talking about the youth game. And you're right, the size difference was different, but we got to digging into it a little bit, and there was a 1-year difference. Our kids were 5th graders, and theirs were 6th.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that
Well,
5th and 6th grade
I
year.
was talking to a Plainview parent that he's like, yeah, my son could probably be a 7th grader, but and I was like, super nice.
Yes.
But if you kind of start them a little late and then they get held back a year, you look up and you just realize
that age is a lot. I mean, I told somebody the other day that we mark our kids on a board, and during that 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade year, there was 4 to 6 inches of growth.
Oh, wow.
And the body's changing a lot, and you see that out on the field at that age, and it's different.
So MC Master Roofing first down will be a handoff, a carry by Graham. Stanford will pick up about 3 yards. makes it 2nd down and 7 as we kick off the Slayton Family Medical Clinic second half.
Graham again did a good job getting in the hole there, finding a way to move the ball up just a little bit. Would like to see him find a little bit more gap though.
And right back to the ground. He'll go nowhere. Maybe gain a yard.
Stanford on the carry for a short gain. 3rd down and 6.
Oh, we're back here. White quick on the battery there. I think he slid in a already dead battery after halftime. So they all look the same. There's no way to really mark them. So and we'll run it on 3rd down. Graham makes a man miss, but he's going to be short. 4th and 1.
3 runs for Graham. Thought he was going to make that one.
Just 3 runs and punt team.
Mitchell's reaction was classic.
I think the boys
not
want to
the punt
go,
team.
you know.
Yeah, they
4th and 1. They feel confident they could get a yard.
But you can't.
No
you can't
unnecessary
give-
risk.
yeah.
You're up 14-0. Nice punt, end over end by Starkey. Let's see if he gets a leopard bounce. And that thing will kick up and die at the 24-yard line.
It's a great kick.
Is down at the 24-yard line. That's where the Mustangs will start their first possession of the second half.
Ryder's done a good job keeping the ball, at least on punts, keeping the returns down. He crossed the entire field diagonally, so gave us time to get down there, get in front of it, and keep it from moving.
Get fast, Jackson. Hi, Allen.
So here we go. They're going to go. They're going to false start.
Have a penalty on
That looked like chaos from the get-go. 11 wasn't sure where he was going to line up.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Roll.
So now the defense looking to get a stop here. 1:51 into the Slayton Family Medical Clinic 3rd quarter. Now they're going to bring trips back out. Single up top, one in the backfield. 1st and 15. Handoff up the middle to Gutierrez. He makes a great little swim move there. He gets the yardage lost and a few. That's going to be 2nd down and 7 after an 8-yard gain there on 1st down.
Did a good job keeping that run
You see
down,
his arm
keeping it at
come
bay.
up, but I'm
Yes.
pretty sure the coach did not want him doing a swim move with the ball tucked there, but it worked out that time.
As my father-in-law would call it, holding that ball like a loaf of bread.
Nice read there by Ramirez. Leopards did a really good job of forcing that back inside. Colby Cook kind of shot outside. Quarterback saw that. He cuts it back inside where all the help was. Limits that to about a 3-yard gain. Going to make it 3rd down and 4.
You know everybody would like to see a good stop here.
No doubt. So trips up top, single down low. They're going to roll quarterback that way. Nice route right at the 1st down marker. Really good throw and catch. Did exactly what they needed to do to get that 1st down.
And here they back are on the
Yeah, they go
upbeat.
once they get that first down, they go fast. Nice carry there. Gutierrez up the middle, going to pick up 7, make it 2nd down and 3.
2nd down.
I'm impressed with how fast they get their play call in. Something we've kind of struggled with at times, even when we wanted to go fast, is how
Sure.
fast we get the signal in. The OC sitting in the room next to us. That is not what that play was supposed to do.
No, you could tell there was some hesitation by the quarterback there. He was looking for that ball to go out.
He was looking to throw this quick screen, and all three guys went to block. So he didn't have a receiver. So he did the only smart thing, which was, well,
tuck it and run.
Let's see what I can do. Ends up losing 2 yards. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Yeah, he looked out there and was like, nobody's there.
Where did they go?
It's the only downside to going fast is sometimes a signal. You know, all those, depending on which guy you're throwing to, have a similar but yet a little bit different play call. Somebody got confused. They'll roll this out, look for 11 in the flat. He's there. Man, look at Starkey close. He was coming. Bridger Brown does a good job of forcing him out of bounds. Parker helps make sure he doesn't run into the cooler there.
That's one of the first.
To Parker Bird's like, hey, I'm trying to help you, bro.
That's one of the first times that we've seen him make a play, and like I said, I saw him in video quite a bit. He's a good playmaker.
That should have been an illegal formation. The guy on the far side was on the line of scrimmage. Right. They only had 3 in the backfield, but Gutierrez does a really good job spinning, getting upfield, 6-yard gain on 1st down. I'm going to make it 2nd down and 4 at the 45. Now he's off.
We haven't seen our defense bring any pressure yet either.
Oh, Grove, good run there. Ty Dutton looked like he was going to be able to get him down for about 1 yard, maybe 2 short of the 1st down. They get through that tackle, though.
These short slants, it's, you know, you watch the TV and you see that yellow line on the field. You know these guys just kind of know where to go for that 1st down.
So now Tom Sue in the backfield. They like to throw to him out of the backfield. This time, Ramirez will keep it. What a job. Who's going to come off the bottom of that pile? Is that Brumley? No, that's going to be Starkey. Ryder Starkey makes a fantastic tackle. Now, Brumley was there. He kind of hit. Their inability to move Brumley forced him to try to go off Brumley's hip, and Starkey just levels him. It's another one of those freight trains you don't want to see coming at you full speed.
Well, with Brumley and Starkey over there, it's kind of like the wrecking ball. I mean, you got one to hold it up and one to bash through the wall.
They're going to leave a tight end in. 2 out here to us. I guess he is off the line. They're going to roll this way. Oh, they did a great job by the Leopards. This time Starkey gets out there faster. Vasquez makes the tackle again, but last time he had probably 5 or 6 yards of just open green turf in front of him when he turned upfield. This time you had Bridger Brown and Ryder Starkey there to close that thing down.
I don't know if you saw it too. Colby made a straight line out here to the running back that was out here and took away that option from him quick, hoping that the rest of the team could take care of the other options for him.
So we're going to be 3rd down. We'll call it 6.
And they've had, 3, 4 3rd down conversions so far?
Now they're going to bring 2 in the backfield. Different look. Oh, a nice screen pass back, but read perfectly by Colby Cook. And he put a pop.
He was met
Vasquez.
hard. He was met hard.
Tackle was made by Cook.
And Vasquez is, he's got 3 blockers. He's not expecting a guy to be there. So he turns around upright because he's not looking for contact. Mm-hmm. And you turn around upright in front of Colby Cook, you pay for it.
Yes.
He put his shoulder under the chin and he laid it. So we're going to have 4th down and 3. Oh, good job, Brumley, getting back. That's a mistake there by Olton, not getting that snap while Brumley's in the neutral zone. Good job, Avon Madrid.
Wow, what a play.
Avon Madrid gets pressure up the middle, and then he's like, you're not going to run away from me.
You can see the conversation in the locker room at halftime. All right, when we close the pocket, you get this guy, you get this guy, you get this guy. And everybody had their guy that time, opened up the sides, created a gap in the middle, allowed Avon to get up there and create pressure. It was great.
The thing on that, Ramirez has to decide as soon as he's flushed he's going to run. He was still trying to square his shoulders to hopefully throw, and if you're not running full speed, you're not getting away from Avon. So here come the Leopards out.
There we go. They got it over here.
Not sure
penalty on
if
the
the call
play.
is substitution or movement.
Here's the thing. You can send him on late. There should be no – they're going to call an illegal substitution?
Substitution infraction against the Leopards. Backs the ball up 5 yards.
I got it.
We'll see if we can get the ball moving here.
Hey, drop back. Caleb looking downfield. Oh, it's going to come back for holding, but Cooper Brown's going to have a
Oh.
touchdown pass that's
That
going to
was
come
on a
back.
That was on a dime.
Golly, 70-yard touchdown pass, and that's there all day. I'll tell you, Cooper Brown and Jake can. We talked about it at halftime down there. They are going to torch those corners, and
10 yards.
Cooper
We will replay first down.
sees a 70-yard Carl McDonald Edward Jones touchdown come off the board. Man,
Well, and if you see it too, number one, who was covering Cooper, is going off the field limping, and I think that had a lot to do with him being open.
no, he suddenly was limping after he got after
well.
Cooper caught it and he couldn't. All of a sudden, it was like, oh, hey.
That was pride pain.
Yes, that man. And that was a pretty bad hold. He did pull, and I'm not going to tell you who, but golly.
Well, it's
So here we are, 1st and 25. And here we go to the other side. Oh, Jake adjusts the ball, just cannot bring it in. I think Jake may have the air knocked out of him. He landed
That pass falls in.
flat on his back.
I thought he had it. He was up. He was ready. He had his eyes on the ball.
I have no doubt that Jake probably got the air knocked out of him, and the other part of that is he's laying there thinking, "Dang it, that was mine." Like,
Well, I think
Jake
too is-
loves jump balls. And, like,
Yes. Well, he had that defender down there too, and I kind of think he might have been expecting for him to hold him up just a little bit, and he ran out from underneath him, and that's where he met the ground a little quicker than.
But once
anticipated.
again, it was there. 2nd down and 25. We call this a country mile. Oh, and they're going to try to slip it back. That is, man. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 25.
Carry for no gain. Or gain of 1. 3rd down.
Don't.
I hope Ryder's not thinking, man, give me something to work with here. I hope we're not thinking punt.
No. You've shown that their corners, and here's the thing, they're trying to man up, and
Yes.
we have elite skill guys. I mean, you've got Colby Cook, Jake Fogerson, Cooper Brown, and Parker Lyles that all 4 can make you pay down the field.
And they've got 2 good people to cover, but if you send 3,
So they're going to try to bring pressure to get Caleb off. And there it is. Jake
There it
got
is.
it. There it is. That's going to be an 80-yard Carl McDonald Edward Jones touchdown. We said it was there.
I love it when we
all
talk
night.
about it and it happens.
All night long.
Yep, there it was. They brought 3 receivers down the field.
And they're manned up, and they're thinking they bring 8. And so they're thinking if we can get to Caleb before our guys get beat, we have a shot, and it's really their only shot. And Caleb feels the pressure on the outside. He steps up perfectly in the pocket and just drives that ball down the field to Jake Fogerson. Kick up.
He did a good job staying patient there too.
He did. He knows that you may be able to guard our guys for 20 yards. You're not going to – once 20 yards, once it's full speed, there are very few teams that have 3 to 4 people in their secondary that can keep up with our talent there. So with 2:51 to go in the Slayton Family Medical Clinic 3rd quarter, Leopards lead 21-0. Every great team needs a winning game plan. Carl McDonald with Edward Jones is here to help you design your financial strategy, just like a coach on game day. Whether it's retirement, college savings, or just getting ahead, Carl's got your back. Contact Carl McDonald with Edward Jones today at 806-698-8849, and let's score a touchdown for your financial future.
Ryder Starkey tees up this Alliance Credit Union kickoff.
See if Ryder takes a run at this one or if he just two-steps it again. He's going to two-step it again.
I don't know if I noticed it before, but they've got 3 back. I'd almost love to see Ryder drop it in here in front of the 20.
That ball's going to sail all the way to the and he slips.
No.
And the Mustangs.
He's not going to be happy about that.
No.
He caught the ball above his head,
15-yard line.
got an off-balance start, and that took him to the ground, which made the ball immediately down.
And the field is wet. It's rained solid, and you can kind of see it. It's glistened all night. I can tell you from being down there as Ryder Grace getting with her pregame, it is a little slippery, and so
there's still quite a bit of moisture in the pellets that are on the field.
They're going to hand the ball. No, nice, man, well-designed play.
Pass to Tom Sue is complete.
Tom Sue picks up 13 on that reception. And now, and like always, once they get the first down, they go fast. What a job. Ryder Starkey's going to get credit for that tackle, but Harrison Heatwole made it happen. Heatwole had 2 guys, and they could not move him. And so they're just stuck in the hole, and Starkey, once again, coming downhill, makes the play. They're going to roll Ramirez. Vasquez out there, dumped on his head there by Brayson Beck. He's going to pick up about 6 on the play. Going to set up 3rd down and a long 3.
And for those of you that don't know Harrison, he's a big guy. You're not going to move him very easily. So it's nice to hear him in on that play like that, holding that up.
Did Beck crash in and get that? He did. Look at Brayson Beck.
Enough.
Wasn't able to keep it from a 1st down, but he kept that from being a big play because Olton had that well blocked. The center was able to get Heatwole turned to his right, and there was a hole, and all of a sudden Beck took it away. Oh, my goodness. Graham Stanford was coming. Cooper Brown makes a good tackle.
And you haven't heard Brayson's name many times tonight, and it doesn't seem like the plays are going to his side of the field as much. And
they've come I would say the Brown side. Graham Stanford back in there now, but they have definitely, and Starkey meets him in the hole. They've definitely targeted our defensive left side with Cooper Brown, and not the side I would. Not that there's a better,
sure,
benefit, but that's just not the side you're thinking, hey, let's go there. You've got Colby. You're going to have Starkey coming that way.
Well, Brayson's a play reader. I talked to him a little bit this week. What are y'all seeing in the film? What are y'all seeing to prepare for?
What a job picking up a block by number 10. Ooh, that quarterback. Let's hope he gets up. He just got bent backwards in a very weird way. And he bounces up. He's feeling it as he walks off, but great job there by Ramirez to bounce back.
That was a good stop in the backfield.
So we're going to call it 3rd down and 11. It was. Didn't mean to take away from the defensive stop. You just get a little nervous when you see guys bend over backwards and feet not coming off that turf.
As I was talking to Brayson about the plays, they said running the slants and that run pass option that you see. They keep the similar formation, and then they have
the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Several different directions they can go with it. So he said that was the main thing they focused on this week, to try to take away and recognize in the pocket, because with this upbeat, fast-paced tempo that they take from time to time, it's hard for the coaches to recognize it, relay it on the field, so they have to see it themselves.
That was a fast Slayton Family Medical Clinic 3rd quarter.
It was.
Leopards lead 21-0 headed to the 4th. This quarter of New Home Leopard football is brought to you by the Slayton Family Medical Clinic. As we reach the ending point of the regular season. Make sure your young leopards that stay healthy and strong both on and off the field. For sports physicals, general checkups, and everything in between, Ashley White, Al Bendeck, and the dedicated team at Slayton Family Medical Clinic are here for you. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Give them a call at 806-828-1600 or just walk in. Slayton Family Medical Clinic, supporting the health of our leopards all season long. Visit them at 163 South 9th on the Square in Slayton. I got off my line there. I was like, where was I? I was supposed to say as we reached the halfway point of the semester. I got,
Teleprompter paused.
Well, I got a text as I was reading that one. I was like, no, where'd it go? So I had to have a little improv. Great route. Good job there by Tom Sue to sit down right in front of the cornerback. He's going to pick up 9 on the play. We'll call it 4th down and 1. No, we'll call it 4th and 2. They marked him back a little bit.
Well, no, they're still marking the ball. And it looks like they all approach the line quick to go.
I don't know that you're going to see anything but that battering ram right there. Oh, what a job. We stood him up right at the first down. If they used their side marker, oh, my gosh, they did. Yeah. He called a first down. Look at the line judge here. He's a good half yard short down here.
I think he had it from forward progress. But you're right. We met him hard and kept him from making any other progress.
Boom! Lincoln Preston comes up and makes him pay after the 4-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Carrasco does a good job catching that, and then Lincoln makes him pay. Trips down to us. They fake it. Oh, my gosh. Tom Sue didn't go out in the route. Oh, no, that ball's uncatchable.
A late flag comes in.
They're going to bail him out here, but surely they're going to get together and talk. That ball's not catchable. It was a good 2 or 3 yards over his head. It lands on the track.
Yeah, it was definitely unplayable. Did he have contact? Yes, he had contact, but and they're going to give it to him. Terrible. First, I don't like the call because Cooper Brown gets his head turned around. But secondly, even if there is contact, which I'm not disputing that there was, the ball has to be catchable. And the back judge is supposed to watch that. And when he sees that ball fly 3 yards over the receiver's head, he comes up and says, hey, you have interference, ball uncatchable. It's kind of like in softball, that interference call. When you see the official put his arm up, you're like, oh, we got interference on the bases. He's got to come up and make that call. And I wish we could go back to the first of that play.
Sorry, y'all hadn't updated my scoreboard. It still says halftime. It is 4th quarter here in the Slayton Family Medical Clinic, 4th quarter.
Oh, and that ball almost slips out of his hands.
Ramirez does a good job. Oh, Graham. He gets a little nervous. Graham was closing hard.
Like you look up, you see the bull down, and his head's down, and he's right after you. All you can do is get out of the way.
2nd down and 12.
Now, what I was looking for on that last play, though, where we had the pass interference, was at the very beginning of that. You saw some action in here in the backfield, which I thought was more of a tackle than anything else. So I was really looking for them to be throwing a holding call.
Boom! Brayson Beck. For what?
Another flag, and are they going to catch him for targeting?
There's no targeting. He hits him in the belly with his shoulder. There's a reason he's holding his ribs. He's not defenseless. He's turning up the field.
Well, they're pointing back.
Are they calling holding? They are. They're going to back this thing up. So the question is, do you want 2nd down and 13?
Or 3rd and...
Illegal man downfield. So the call was the illegal man downfield. That I can live with. I thought they were going to penalize. Though they threw it right at Beck.
Yes.
Like literally, he makes the tackle and they threw it at him. And I was like, "What did he do?" That was. So now it's going to be second down. We'll call it 17.
So was it number 11 that was considered illegal?
No, 64.
Okay.
Which here's the thing. I thought the ball was about 2 yards off. I mean, I don't know that the ball was downfield enough to really feel like, but I'll take the call. They're going to hand it off to Gutierrez. He'll ram. Colby just rides him down.
Gutierrez, carry of 7. Third down.
So we're going to have third down and 13 after the gain of 3. What a great tackle by Colby Cook there.
I'm always impressed with the resiliency. I mean, we go up against teams all the time that look like, oh, wow, they got a lot of size,
Yeah.
And, we'll stand toe-to-toe with them all the way to the end and a little bit further if we have to. Late tuck.
Ramirez missed that read, but I think he saw Cooper Brown coming back into the frame, and he thought,
Yeah, he showed that he was going to go out and kill that route, and then last second he tucked it and tried to take some.
So we're going to have fourth down and 9. This is a big fourth down for the Mustangs because with 9 minutes to go here in the game, there's not a lot of possessions left for them. Twins down to us, single up top. That's a false start. Number 2 took off just a little bit too early. That's going to make it fourth down and 14.
Mentally, I don't think it changes it too much. It's still a fourth and long.
Yeah.
And, you're probably going to pass or
False start against the
find
Mustangs.
someone
Ball will be back up 5
in the middle of the field to hopefully make a little bit of additional gain.
I think the receiver, you see Beck, he saw what they saw. They got a little anxious because they saw something they liked. And you just saw Beck pull Keys over and explain something. You could tell he saw something as well. And he's like, hey, watch this.
I'm telling you, he's reading the plays. It doesn't take him long.
See, now they adjust.
He'll watch about 10 minutes of film, and he'll know just about half their playbook.
Oh, great job, Brumley. Oh, what a good job. Did we get him down before the first down? That's a first down. Great job.
Pass completed to Tom Sue, brought down by.
Hopefully this is just a cramp. Yep, Tom Sue. His calf is like locked up. Hey, great job. Got to the first down marker, set down, gave his quarterback a target. And the Mustangs still have life here. 8:48 to go. I'm shocked they didn't kind of lay him down and stretch him out there for a second. Do you see a dose of Gutierrez up the middle, or you keep throwing the ball?
I think he's going to take the chance on his own.
Ramirez with the short.
So Ramirez will carry it down for about 2 yards. Going to make it second down and goal from the 7.
I want to go silver fight, and I want to go 9 half.
It's interesting. We're close enough here to the offensive coordinating side of the ball. You can hear the play be read. You can see the coach relay it on the field. And
just not a great read there by the quarterback. A great defensive play. Beck comes up to help. Brumley in there as well.
Third down.
at this point, I think you're starting to see some fatigue coming in. Like I said, with size.
I'm really shocked they're not throwing the ball more. They've had some success in the seams.
Well, when you have one, almost 2 interceptions.
His receiver's looking at him like,
We took out
uh-oh.
we took out one of the refs and the quarterback. I think maybe the ref is who took out the quarterback.
Yeah, he tripped over him.
Yeah, so he was looking downfield trying to make that pass, and the ref, I think, was looking to make a call, and neither one of them knew each other were headed toward a collision.
Here's the deal. Your official took a timeout for an injury on the field. He has to sit out a play.
Or was the injury for the ref?
Well, it was 5 that was still on the ground.
Yes. No, I've just.
So now you've got 4th down and goal from the 11.
You're right. I would agree. I would have thought he would have come out.
Two's in motion. Wow.
He's going to keep it.
Nice job there, Ty Dutton. Avon Madrid coming off the bottom of that pile. Good job, Leopard defense. 6:58 to go here in the Slayton Family Medical Clinic 4th quarter. 21-0. Man, I know you want to run the clock.
White Pump is the leader in commercial, residential.
Your passing offense has been unstoppable tonight.
Across the South Plains. Wyatt Pump.
Why they acted like that play was going to work. Run the ball. They're in tight. Heavy.
8 guys in the box. Lincoln, get out of the end zone. That's going to be a safety. Yep. What are you doing? Running the ball, pitching it backwards.
Preston on the carry. Play is made in the end zone for a safety.
And you can see it from Coach Ward, too. He's looking for. He's telling them you've got to make progress up the field.
Right, so that's 2 points for Olton.
And it's not that you don't want to give up the points. You don't want to give up the momentum, though.
And you gave Olton the ball back.
That's right.
There's just some situations you don't pitch it backwards. When you're backed in the goal line, 4th and 1, you see it all the time now. We're going to go in shotgun and pitch it back to try to pick up 1 yard. It's like, ugh.
Well, we were there earlier in the game on the end zone on the end of the field.
And you just run Caleb straight forward, 5 yards,
yes.
get out of the shadow of your own end zone.
And I think that's the right call.
Where's Manny going?
Ryder's got a lot of field to work with, so.
Nice.
Punch
Puts
it
a
hard.
boot in it and puts it in a good spot.
If we can
Gives
just
his
get to him.
coverage team time to get down. And there's going to be a
Flags
late
back
hit.
here.
Dude, that was as cheap as it gets. Brayley Chapman got rocked behind the play. That's going to be a blind side. Multiple flags came out. No, and I get it. You're frustrated. And we got holes in the wall in the press box next to us. I get it. Like, everybody's frustrated. But you just can't do those kind of things. That's how players get hurt.
Silver, 0.
Yeah, I mean, you reach this point in the season, good, bad, or indifferent, you still got to maintain discipline that.
Well, you don't
get
need
your
anybody
program.
hurt. I mean, both teams
Right.
both teams have a playoff game next week. This isn't the end of the line for anybody. So as frustrated as you may be about the outcome, you just can't do that. Like, that's just how people. I don't know what the discussion is. Multiple flags came out.
From the point of foul?
No, I think it looks like. Are they going to make us re-kick? What is the other call? The only other thing I can think is that there's an offsetting foul. Like maybe we were offsides, and then and that's another terrible thing. The fact that a 5-yard penalty can offset a 15-yard penalty that's mind-blowing as well.
Sure.
But now you're gonna allow a re-kick, which they have to take the penalty because if they don't, if they decline theirs, of course we're taking the 15 yards. So they have to ask for the re-kick.
Apparently we have a re-kick.
And you're right, that is frustrating. That does not seem like it's an equal offset. It looks like we may have the option to kick it from his hands.
Well, he can. Because it's still after a safety, he has the option to punt or kick.
And he looks like he's taking that option.
You can see they changed their coverage deep, so now he's going to elect a punt, and he hits right in that spot. And on a wet field, we talked about it earlier, you never – oh, my gosh!
He backed away from it.
Oh, I thought we were going to get it. That is a live ball. It is not a typical punt, and and I get it. It's hard for a high school kid that sometimes they just see a punt and they think, get away from it. But that was a live ball. Great coverage there by the Leopards. And here's one of those ball doesn't lie moments. They were going to be at the 45 with a 15-yard penalty would have put them back at the 30. After this re-kick, they had the ball at the 30. So it all kind of shakes out.
Sure.
And Tom Sue's wishing they'd just taken the penalty because he got popped.
Sellers and Starkey combined.
So again, I'm a little surprised I haven't seen much change from the playbook. They're still keeping a run game. They're down 19 points. And like you said, we still haven't seen them throw the ball much.
We haven't. And a great job, Avon Madrid, Ryder Starkey, Bridger Brown.
Foul is a face mask against the Leopards. That's a 15-yard penalty. And we will have a first down.
We've kind of reached a point in the game where
the clock has slowed down. Third quarter went really fast. This Slayton Medical Family Clinic fourth quarter is like crawling all of a sudden. It's like, can we? And you're at that point where you just want to get out healthy, you know?
Yes.
You got a big game next week. Oh, Bridger Brown almost gets an interception.
I think he saw the ball up, was expecting somebody to come up and hit him.
Pass is incomplete.
But that was an easy pick that he just let go. And he's throwing his hands up like, I could have had that. But you're right. Yeah, it's definitely slowed the clock, slowed the pace, and as you look forward to next week, definitely you want everybody healthy that you possibly can to get on the field.
Swung out. Good job. Nice tackle over there by Bridger Brown.
Out to Vega on the right side. Short gain, second down.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Oh, nope. They're going to be 2nd down and 8. Hey, scoot that back. We'll take that. What are they doing? They're
third now.
They're moving down markers and all sorts of things. Nice tackle, Brayson Beck.
Third down pass.
He saw that one coming, left his hands.
Tackle by Beck.
So they'll gain a yard on the play. That was a painful yard for number 80.
That is one reason you don't want to go to Brayson's side of the field.
Yeah.
He will. If he's not there to mess the play up, he's going to be there.
He's going to hit
to knock him down quick.
I feel like I talk about it every week. You know, you look at him on film and you're like, oh, okay, that little guy. And then
There
he
he
does
is.
that.
Oh, and that's just.
Hey, that was a good job by Ramirez.
There's just no reward for that. Brayson did a great job getting in the backfield, flushed him out. Unfortunately, we had nothing else left on this side of the field to create a block. And they ended up getting the first down, converted.
Oh, that ball skipped.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I want to go.
They're calling that complete.
I want to go silver.
That's complete.
And I want to
They
go
called it.
I'm running it.
X. Wheel, come back. Wheel,
Second down.
Come back.
Colby comes off for a break. Just getting some guys. Once again, we talked about it. You're just trying to get out healthy at this point as well.
Pass on the side, incomplete for the Mustangs. Third down.
Kyer Odin moved that pile, that pocket back into the quarterback's face.
And we're starting to see some substitutions come onto the field now that gives some guys a break.
You got Zach Sellers on the line. Brayley Chapman's over there at end. I didn't see who came in at nose. Is that Colt? No. Riley Hayslip. That was going to be an illegal formation even if they snapped it. So the false start's going to make it third down and 16. They had 5 in the backfield. 2 and 88 were both off over here. 4 was off up top, and you had the running back and the quarterback in the backfield. This time 4 gets up on the line. Oh, man, if he throws that one good, that's going to be an interception.
Mustang pass incomplete.
They had 2 options to intercept that. And Hunter didn't quite get his eyes around on it fast enough.
Cooper wanted that ball to be there. He was
did.
looking for one.
He saw it. Hunter didn't. Hunter probably had the better chance at getting that ball. About shoulder level coming across.
So 4th down and 16. Oh, what a great throw and route. They're going to get the first down.
Pass to Falcone is complete.
No, you got to go on this side. You got to go on this side. Here we go. Goal, ninja, shark. That's not his call.
Oh, they're going to get us too many men on the field. Why did they blow that dead? If I'm Olton, I'm a little frustrated. It's not a.
Have a penalty on the play.
Yeah, it's an illegal
Yeah.
substitution, or too many men on the field, whatever you want to call. But
Which is a dead ball.
Have
Immediate.
a substitution penalty.
Immediately
against
enforced.
the Leopards.
not the too many men on the field side. If
Oh.
you call an illegal substitution, that's where it becomes a dead ball. I would, if I'm Olton, I'm saying that's too many men on the field. Like, let us run the play. Clock continues to run. Just under 3.5 minutes to go here in the Slayton Family Medical Clinic. 4th quarter. Oh, you're going to get him killed. And he knew it.
He did.
He let that ball go through his hand because he saw Bridger Brown coming. That was a business
He didn't
decision.
see him. He felt him.
That was a business decision. He's like, nope, not in a 21-2 game. How big is the 2 red zone stops for the Leopards now in a 21-2 game?
I think that says a lot about just where the team is. You know, we've been here quite a few times in the red zone and had great stands. And the maturity for everybody to pull together, know where the stops are, make a stop like that time and time again through every game, it's impressive. That's one part I would say is an A+ for us. You get down in the red zone, we've done a good job stopping teams.
Absolutely.
Yes, I've got a song and everything for it. Yep, we're ready.
Oh, Ramirez will keep it. Pushed out of bounds there.
Ramirez takes the ball out of bounds.
Ty Dutton gets him out of bounds. Let's see if they get him the first or not.
He hit my son.
They said it almost made the
So Sunray, they turned it on a little bit. It went from 18-8 to 42-8.
First down.
Yeah, I would say they did turn it on.
Panhandle final 47-15. So it is official. It will be your New Home Leopards versus the Panhandle Panthers, 4 p.m. at Happy State Bank next Friday. Holding, that's going to come back.
Gutierrez with the run. We have a penalty on the play.
8 minutes to go. Post leads 21-13 in the game for the district championship.
Ball against the Mustangs. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
New Deal and Floyd Ada playing. Both teams looking for their first district win. New Deal leads 30-20. Oh, I need to go look at Stanford Hawley. That was the number 3 ranked game in the state this week, according to Dave Campbell's, and it is 20-6 Stanford. That's number 1 ranked Stanford, number 3 ranked, 4 ranked, 3 or 4 ranked Hawley, depending on which poll you looked at.
That is a big game. Where was that game played?
That's a good question. And that was a big stick by Bridger.
Pass is complete to Tom Sue. Short gain.
Looks like it might have been played at Stanford. Let me see.
Again, I'm impressed. I mean, here we are in the
at
fourth.
Stanford.
At Stanford, good. Here we are in the fourth. We're still delivering some pretty hard punches.
Good job, Cooper Brown. They're going to call it a catch.
I think Olton's starting to
Pass
feel it too.
Tom Sue is complete.
They wind the clock here. 90 seconds to go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good pressure there. Oh, Avon. Oh, nice job by Ramirez. Out to Tom Sue. That's going to be first down and goal with 1:15 to go. They go out of bounds. So clock will stop. Can the Leopards keep the Mustangs out of the end zone? Ramirez keeps this one. Tackled from behind.
Ramirez brought down by
Harrison Heatwole with another tackle down at the 4-yard line. Going to be a second down and goal. And they're going to take a timeout.
Olton calls their first
We'll take one with them real fast. And we'll be right back. So we get ready to come back. 51 seconds in the last home game for our 2025 seniors. Cooper Brown, Conley Mounts, Graham Stanford, Colt Keys, Jake Fogerson, Caleb Cook, Barron Bass. Man, it would have been good to see Barron on a football field this year.
No doubt.
Nicely done, Colby Cook.
Colby Cook brings down Ramirez.
Bridger Brown, Ty Dutton, Brayley Chapman, Mitchell Baum, Cager Stowe, Ryder Watkins, Jackson Forsyth, Brady Heaton, and Kyer Oden.
I'll tell you, we're going to feel it after that.
You know, we've only been here since April, and I've watched 10 games of football, and I can tell you there is a lot of talent in this senior class. I can only imagine the contributions that this senior class has made. Now, I will say we've known the Cooks for a very long time. Parker has gone to a passing academy with Colby since 7th grade. Caleb obviously was an 8th grader when Parker started. They're very good friends. We followed New Home a lot just because he always wanted to see how his friends were doing. And so, obviously, that state semifinal run 2 years ago, and then last year, you just Sunray had that game with New Home circled. You know, y'all knocked off Sunray. Absolutely, y'all knocked off Sunray. They went through the entire summer, and I know having friends and being from Bushland and knowing so many people in that neck of the woods. Everything they did that summer was to get past New Home because they knew that there was. And here's what's interesting is this year, and I'm going to give them a lot of credit. Last year it was about beating New Home and getting revenge. This year it's about going to state. And sometimes there's that mindset that once you accomplish that big goal, now we got another timeout with 32.4 seconds to go in the Slayton Family Medical Clinic. Sometimes when you accomplish that big goal, it's hard to get back motivated for those next couple weeks to get to Cowboy Stadium. And this year, so I know there is a chance we run into them at some point, and that will be a tall task. Now, it will be a tall task to get there because we'll have to go through number 1 Stanford in the second round. We got to beat Panhandle next week.
Yes.
If the winner of Panhandle New Home gets Stanford, because they're going to win. I mean, it doesn't matter who the 4 seed out of District 3 is. That's who they're going to play. We will meet.
And we were talking about this before the air started. To get out of West Texas. You have got look. If you look
the
back,
top 10 teams, 4 of the top 8 teams in the state are in Region 1.
And if you look back, that's not been just this year. That's been in years past. If you look at the state record holders, those have all come out of these regions over here in West Texas. That's tough.
Well, even the year that Albany beat y'all in the state semis, they go on to win the state championship.
Yes.
And so, yeah, a lot of times you move. Oh, what a tackle in the backfield. Ty Dutton gets him down. They have no timeouts. This clock should continue to run. Oh, it was 4th down. Never mind. Sorry.
And it goes over on downs.
First down, New Home.
Sorry, I did not notice it was 4th down.
And another red zone stand.
Another. That's
big.
3rd red zone stand tonight.
But again, I mean, the competition out here has been tough. It's been tough ever since we've moved out of 6-man into 12-man or 11-man, and it's been tough over and over and over again. And the part we go back to it, our graduating seniors, we graduated a big talented class last year. We're going to graduate another big talented class this year, and we're going to feel it. It's going to be a tough year next year to develop and fill those shoes that are well filled this year. Certainly, hats off to them. They put in a lot of hard work. They've put in lots of hours.
This time we will keep it in Caleb's hand. He'll pick up 8, and that'll be the ball game.
Takes the ball out to the 8-yard line.
And that's how we wanted it to go.
Absolutely. Hopefully got out pretty injury-free tonight. We're going to believe that in Jesus' name. And it is a 21-2 New Home Leopard victory over the Olton Mustangs.
With the results of
as
our playoff matchups are set.
This once again, this congratulations to this senior class on just an incredible 4 years as they take their last handshake line on this field. And that seems weird to say because I feel like just the other day we were calling the Liberty game here. And it felt like we had so much football in front of us. And here we are now next week moving into the bi-district playoffs. The Leopards will play at 4 o'clock at Happy State Bank Stadium in Canyon. School will release at 12:30, 12 o'clock, something like that next week. Early release, Coach Abney said 12:30. So early release so you can make the quick drive that 2-hour drive, but it's quick. I mean, it's fun. Up I-27, we will play the Panhandle Panthers. That will be an incredible matchup. Panhandle came into the night number 8 in the state. Coach Dane Ashley will have his Panthers ready. And these Leopards, I don't think that reaching the playoffs was the end goal. Like, this was the first.
Not at all.
And so
well, and you look back on it. You know, we've talked about this several times, kind of off the air, and over, drink, coffee or whatever you want to call it, just from time to time, just lunchroom talk. They wouldn't. I don't know that it would change the outcome here. We're going to meet a tough team no matter what. At some point, do you take them first? Do you take them second? Do you take them third round?
Yeah.
That's. I don't think this really changes anything. Would they love to have Abernathy and Post back? Sure, absolutely. I don't think there's anybody on the field that would say we would love to win our district, period, end of sentence. But when you look at the overall bigger picture and the scope of things, Coach Ward starts at the very beginning of the season with a full list all the way to state. It's not just win your district. And they're looking at it saying, all right, we're going to face a tough team at some point.
Yeah.
When do we take them? Well, you ask any one of those individuals on the field standing there right now as we play the school song, when do you want them? We'll take them first. Let's have them right now.
I don't know. I think that you never know. And, we talk a lot in this journalism side about sometimes matchups make games. And if you're going to play one of the top 8 teams in the state, I think we match up well with Panhandle.
Sure.
Panhandle mirrors us, hard-working community. These kids, they get in the weight room every day. They're going to go fast. They're going to be physical. They're going to look to have some fun out there. But at the end of the day, and I said this to y'all, and I've been saying it all season. So with the weather this week, I watched a lot of football because I hadn't been able to work. And we are the most talented team on the field every single night, man to man. Like, if you go down the roster, if we were just playing games on paper, the Leopards would be 10-0. And I don't think that changes next week.
No.
And it's not. Broxton Robinson is a great quarterback, but give me Caleb Cook slinging the ball. They have skill guys. We have skill guys.
Give me our line putting pressure on him. Let's see how he does with that.
And we have better line. I'll take our linebackers. With Jake Fogerson and Cooper Brown, man, there's a secondary on one side of the field. You've got, and our dogs don't miss a lot of tackles. Bridger Brown, Brayson Beck, we talk about it a lot. Yes, they're the number 8 team in the state. Yes, they will go in as the favorites. But styles make matchups, and we fit their style and they fit ours, and it's going to be a heck of a football game. And as you said, you got to beat those teams at some point. You got to beat the Hollies, the Stanfords, the Sunrays, the Panhandles. If we're going to accomplish playing at Cowboy Stadium, you got to beat them.
Sure.
And I'm with you. These guys, I think I have one of them that lives in my house. You have 2 of them in yours. They believe they can do it.
Well, you look at the state. Best 2-loss team in the state?
2-loss?
2-loss in district. District.
Oh, I was like,
how are you getting there?
I had to sit there and think who only has 2 losses, because I would say we're the best 5-loss team. We're the best 500 team in the state, guaranteed. And
that's why I say we go into this matchup. I think we're underrated.
And here's the good news: I think Panhandle. They're obviously we're new to Division I, and if there's something that we have in our advantage is sometimes high schoolers look at records. Perfect example is Roscoe. Mm-hmm. We go into Roscoe, we're like, oh, they hadn't won a game all year. Nobody looked at the fact they played Hawley and they played Stanford. Those aren't bad losses, And yet we go in thinking, oh, and then what happens? Roscoe comes out, we underestimate them, and they put it on us. Let's be honest.
Sure.
And there is a little bit. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir. I'll see you next week in Canyon. I got you, Coach. Or no, it's not Coach, but I just think that they may look at the schedule and see a 5-5 team, and they see Stanford in the second round, and they just might And I'll tell you this: the Leopards are one team you don't want them. You do not.
It's easy to go into that game and overlook that. And truly, I truly believe that if Panhandle's looking at that with some critical thinking, that you look at that and say, no, I don't want New Home as my first game in the playoffs.
No doubt. So we will wrap up here as the seniors get ready to do their senior walk. One last time across the field.
For their contributions to the football program.
Man, I've only been here since April, and this makes me emotional. I can't imagine y'all that have grown up with these guys, who have watched them literally grow up literally in front of your eyes, how this makes you feel, because it's a lot.
Well,
So.
we'll do this next year, and we'll have one down there.
I told everybody it got different when my son was on the field calling the game.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what it would feel like to have to watch my own take a senior walk. I'll be honest, I got emotional in New Deal last week, thinking, man, that's their last time. It's like, and here they go. Good news, everybody in football jerseys seem to be walking well, so looks like we got a healthy bunch out there.
Yes, you guys. Do you need help taking it?
No, I'm used to doing that. Thank you so
On all
much.
of the photographers are just saying, slow down.
Hold on. Oh, where did they make a picture?
Make sure they capture the moment.
You're been going good?
I'm trying. Our main camera with the handle is off, so I'm just kind of scrolling with our other one. We'll try to get this for you.
And just to give those of you a little perspective here too, our senior classes continue to get bigger and bigger every year.
No, I can imagine.
So,
it's crazy to think that 6 years ago y'all played six-man football,
Yes.
and here you are now going to the playoffs in 2A Division I.
We had classes of 12 and 15, and now we have classes of 60. So
Here, I'm gonna just scoot it there, and you'll get the end of it. And
Be announced to your sister?
Oh, yes, sir.
College? That's a long time, pretty sure.
Always. She's one of my best friends.
well, if you've tuned in this season, and even tonight, man, we thank you so much. Thank you, Carl. First off, I want to say thank you because you were the first person that believed in what we were doing here. You were my first sponsor. And I want to thank you for that, because the sponsors are what make all this technology we have possible, and the ability just to do this. And then, obviously Coach Abney stepped in on the road, but he has a job in-house on Friday nights whenever we host. And so stepping in and helping me call games and adding some color, because so many of these kids. I can't say thank you enough for being part of this.
And I can't thank you enough for the opportunity. This is it's a real privilege. This is the second time I've had the opportunity to do this now, and I've absolutely loved being able to come in and add a little to this. And what you have here is wonderful. It's I can talk to my parents who get to watch my kid play, where they didn't before, and so that's why I believe in this. We're able to give a good quality program to parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles. In fact, just last week we were giving a call out to Granny Gail over in Georgia.
Oh yeah.
And so I mean that's big. You're able to reach people across the nation with a good quality video, and they see their kids and grandkids, and that's fun. I love it. I love the ability to sponsor and support that, and that's near and dear to my heart. I'm just a tech guy, and I love to see things like this take shape.
Well, once again, I can't say thank you enough. And obviously, as a New Home community and Leopard Nation, we can't say thank you enough to these seniors. Mm-hmm. Golly, you get emotional just watching. I can't even imagine the emotions they're going through.
Yes.
The pride that comes with that NH and everything they do. And I know they have it, because I know the amount of work they put in and everything they do to represent this school, whether it's Friday night, these cheerleaders, and rolling into basketball season. It was cool. I was calling a game. I do a lot of playoff calls for NFHS, and I called 2 games for Canyon ISD volleyball games on Tuesday, and one of the dads came up to me and said, "Man, New Home's so good at basketball." And so it's cool to get to be part of it. And so we will sign off so we can go give our boys a hug and tell them good job. Once again, tune in next week if you can't be there. But if you can, I can't encourage you enough, make the trip. It is a big stadium. We need to fill it up. It is.
It'll be a wonderful night for it, too.
Oh, man, it's going to be awesome. But thank you to everybody, all of our sponsors that make this happen. For Carl McDonald, Stephen Lyles, Sideline Sports on the New Home Sports Network. Have a great night.